Hi everybody, it's Ellen Jaffe Jones, and it is, or it has been, peak race season here in Southwest Florida, and so much has been going on. I really haven't had time to keep you updated on all the different races, so I'm going to talk about a bunch of them and try and do it in a very short period of time. You can tell I've been racing and being out in the sun. That's my tan line. I'm even getting it on that side, which is good for vitamin D absorption. So just want to put in a plug for vitamin D, because that's really the best way you get vitamin D is through the sun, which makes your body manufacture it the way nature intended it to be. So lots of studies showing that people who actually have tans are a lot healthier. We have become very conditioned to manufacturers who have convinced us that we need sunscreen. And to those people who have a propensity to get skin cancer, absolutely yes. But for the most of us, 10 to 20 minutes a day or every other day, that's all we need for our bodies to produce vitamin D. Fortunately, I have great skin, I'm told by many dermatologists throughout my life. So it's a good thing because I love being out in the sun and in nature. All right, so the first race I think I did that I placed in was the, this was the DeSoto 5K parade in downtown Bradenton. Actually, that was at night. I got, I think, third in my age group. I mean, they're giving really strange awards now, and it's very hard to kind of keep track of all this, and my boyfriend does a wonderful job. He did all this, putting them up there and building the racks and everything. But this one they gave bib number snap-ons that nobody ever uses. It's just wasted plastic, and I guess I shouldn't be critical of things that are given for free, but you know, they have these snap on the backs, and what you use instead are safety pins, and I always give mine back, and I only use 2 of them instead of the 4 they usually give you. This you really can't do much with. I guess you could give it back to them as well, even though it says the name of the group that gave the award. So that was in the evening on a Friday night. Then the next day I ran the Sandbar 5K. And again, lots of places now are giving finishers medals to people who just finished the race. And what you see behind me, I would say that 95% of it would be age group awards and not just standard finishers medals like this. Or in the case of this race, where I got first, my wonderful boyfriend actually pinned the finishers medal together with the age group award. So this is the finishers medal, and this one was the Publix Family Fun Day down in Punta Gorda. So there was that one. And then another one I did was the Great Mother's Day race, and I actually did this on a Sunday, and in this race I got second place. But as you'll see, my boyfriend, again, he was a investment banker and fraud manager, and so he writes and keeps track of everything on my bibs and on my medals. So you know, we don't just have all this up here in a hodgepodge. But this one, I got second place, and as you can see here, he put no medal. My time was 29:37, and this was kind of an interesting one. They didn't really disclose fully on their website that it was 10-year age groups, and actually it was the way it worked for my age. It was everybody was lumped together over 61, and they usually have 5-year age group increments. So even the timing company, when I was asking about it at the start line, if this was really true, he said, yeah, it's not very fair, is it? So I actually would have gotten first in my age group if they had it, because I lost out to a 61-year-old, and I'm 66. So my age group is 65 to 69. Now, I will say I contacted them before because I was going to drive an hour to do this race, and I wanted to make sure that they really didn't have age groups, and there wasn't any other race going on that day, so I decided to go ahead and make the hour drive. And what they told me is they didn't have enough people. Well, they did it at a park that I've been to tons of times up in Tampa, and this race was the largest race of its kind, the largest 5K at this specific park, and other people who I see often at races were there too, and they agreed with me. So I don't think that was really the reason. Usually it's to save money. It doesn't cost all that much. In fact, I said, you guys contact me next year, I'll give you the $50 or whatever it costs just to have like a finisher's ribbon for second and third place in each age group instead of lumping everybody together in one age group. You know, you come out and do a 5K, you at least, you know, many of us feel like we don't know how many more races we have in our body, so we kind of want to have something to show for it. It's a silly thing. Now I will say, you know, the race shirts I don't generally keep anymore. This was a nice one. This goes with the, which one was it? The Sandbar 5K, so matching medals, matching shirt, and it was just, it's a good run tech shirt that is nice to wear in the Florida heat, so I went ahead and accepted it. Oh, here, one more race. So I'm now, by the way, I'm up to 170 5K races that I placed in for my age group just on plants. And the reason I do this, just as a reminder, it's for the animals, it's for the environment, and it's for our health, because so many people at races will come up to me while I'm holding one of these awards, and they'll say, you can't run on a vegan diet, because I'm usually wearing a vegan message shirt. But this one was interesting. Again, rather unique. Every once in a while a race decides, because we're in Florida. This is the Porch Light 5K, and they give away towels. And last year it was a pink towel, and the year before that it was a blue towel. And I actually was entered. Sometimes you get entered in a raffle drawing just because you showed up at the race, and I won the previous year's towel. So I have now a wonderful beach towel collection, which you can always use here in Florida. So I think that's it for the races, and if you have any questions about how I do what I'm doing, I have this kind of interesting Fitness Without Tears program that we started. I'll post a link to that down below if you're interested in that. It's 28 days for $28. You get all me and lots of videos and interesting tidbits to things that have helped me over 40 years of running with great knees and still going strong. Finish without injury is always my goal. It's not to do that ultra race that may blow out your knees, but boy, you can say you got the medal for it. You know, I want to be doing this when I'm 99 and beyond. So that's the goal. Finish without injury, fitness without tears. Check it out. All right, everybody. Hope all's well with you. If you've gotten questions, put them down below. Gotta run.